Welcome back to my YouTube channel, guys. In the first part of this series, I showed you guys how to pour your Dominoes and everything that you need to pour it. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to finish it and fill in the dots. This is the outcome of the Dominoes when I poured it in the first video. Someone asked me why I poured clear resin into the mold first, and the answer is to get an effect like this. Hopefully you can see it. All right, so let's get into it. So there's a few things that you'll need to get you started. You'll need sandpaper. I use 320 grit sandpaper because it gives me a smoother edge when I sand the back of the Dominoes. I use this wooden panel as backing for the sandpaper, so when I start sanding, it's a little bit more sturdy. You'll need paint. I use these tubes. I'll fill them with my acrylic paint because it's a little bit easier to fill in the dots for the Dominoes. You'll see when I start using it. And I'll also have the description for these down in the I'll have the link for these down in the description below. You'll need a slightly wet piece of cloth, and this will help with removing the dust from the Dominoes after you sand it. So this is how I sand my Dominoes. When you take it out from the mold, it's going to be a little bit sharp on the back. So what you want to do is lightly pass it on the sandpaper a few times, and you're going to do each edge. After doing a few passes, you're going to feel the back of it. Once you feel as though it's not sharp to touch, then it's good to go. You're going to take your cloth and you're going to wipe it off to remove all the dust. I'm unsure if you can see it, but it's way smoother than it was before. And you just put it aside and move on to the next. Once you finish sanding all of them, then you move on to filling in the dots. To fill in the dots, all you're gonna do is use your tube. You fill in the paint that you need into the tube, and then you gently squeeze it in the holes, and you continue to move in a circular motion so you can get the entire surface of the dot. So I'm just gonna finish this one and show you how it looks. Okay, so this is the end result. Sometimes you might have to do two coats of paint because sometimes the paint is not solid. It comes up kind of fadish. So you do your first coat, and then you go back and do another one, and then it would look a little bit more solid in there. So I'm gonna finish the entire set so you can see how they all look when it's done. I also use acrylic paint, by the way. Okay, so they're done, and this is a close-up of how they look. I'll have them in the sun so you guys can see them a little better. So this is how they look in the sun. And I just leave them to dry, not in the sun. I just leave them to dry in the house, to let the paint dry up a little bit. And then I go back and clean off all the excess paint on the dominoes, like that right there. I just clean it off, and then it's ready to go. I'll just show you guys a few more angles of it. I really love how these turned out. This is the effect that I was trying to tell you guys about. It looks a little ripple-ish. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's just beautiful to me. And that's how I make my dominoes. If you plan on selling your domino sets, I would advise that you take the time to fill in each dot completely. Well, not completely with paint, but make sure all the surfaces have paint at least. And then when it's finished drying, you take a wet rag and you wipe off the excess paint from the surface. You just have to wipe it off on the rag, and all the excess paint will just come off easily. So that's it for this tutorial, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see any other type of domino sets, any other type of colors, please put it down in the comments below, and I will make another video for you guys to show you guys different designs that you can do with it. It's really fun. Sometimes I just, while I'm filling in the dominoes, I put the TV on and I just fill them in. I watch a series that I enjoy and just get to work. So please like and subscribe, and see you guys next time. Thank you.